नमस्कार, प्रणाम, वेलकम टू लोटस टावर टीवी। और आज हमारे साथ डॉक्टर स्टीव बेदी जी हैं, जो यूएस में, जिनको बाबा स्टीव बेदी भी लोग कहते हैं। ही हैज लॉट ऑफ फॉलोअर्स। ही हैज रिटन अ बुक ऑन हाउ टू यूज कॉन्शियसनेस टू क्योर योरसेल्फ थ्रू वेरियस डिजीजेस। अब मैं बाबा स्टीव बेदी जी से मैं कुछ चीजें पूछना चाहूंगा। बाबा जी,
यस
ये वर्ल्ड का प्रॉब्लम जो है, ये ब्लाइंडनेस है। ब्लाइंडनेस एक तो फिजिकल है, एक मेंटल है और एक स्पिरिचुअल है। और कॉन्शियसनेस उसका एक दवाई है, ठीक है, जिसपे आपने काम किया हुआ है। यू आर फुली कॉन्शियस, यू कैन सी यू आर सो हैप्पी एट द एज ऑफ 78 एंड यू कीप ऑन स्प्रेडिंग हैप्पीनेस ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड। तो एक तो व्हाट आर दीज थ्री काइंड्स ऑफ ब्लाइंडनेस? मेंटल, फिजिकल एंड स्पिरिचुअल,
राइट।
and how do we cure them? Baba Steve Bedi is 8th generation from Guru Nanak ji, और इन्होंने बहुत सारा काम किया है। गुरु नानक जी के 8th जनरेशन, इनके फादर भी फुली कॉन्शियस वो थे। बाबा श्री चंद जी और लक्ष्मी चंद जी, जो दो पुत्र थे बाबा गुरु नानक देव जी के, उसमें से ये वहां से उस जनरेशन से आते हैं। और ये अब पूरे वर्ल्ड में एक कॉन्शियसनेस एंड डिजीज फ्री वर्ल्ड, ब्लाइंडनेस फ्री वर्ल्ड पे बात कर रहे हैं। वेलकम डॉक्टर स्टीव बेदी जी, बाबा बेदी जी।
थैंक यू भाई साहब, बहुत मेहरबानी आपकी।
प्लीज
कीप स्माइलिंग। गुड मॉर्निंग। I hope everybody is happy and healthy and keep smiling, because the life is given to us free. I am very thankful to my father and mother that I am born as a human being. And my father told me, the gift of life is given you free. Never make it corrupted. But now, doing through all the process of this, what you call that, worldly affairs, because I did my medical college, went to United States, I have 5 children, 8 grandchildren, and once my father, when he was dying, he said to me, my body is going away, because he was a yogi. He was a yogi, and he said, I am going, but I am my soul, I am inside your body. My body is going, but I am inside his body. So it was 1995 when he died in the United States. And since that time, I started exploring that I want to become a yogi. And it is God's blessing that I learned part of it. But let me explain to you, it is totally unconditional consciousness. And I see the people that everybody is walking like a dead corpse. Just like you said, you are blind with your eyes, actually you are looking, and mentally you're totally confused, and physically you are completely deteriorated walking. Before coming to United States, I was on Sarasota on the beach. And I walking on the beach, and I see all these people in the United States, and they have the same thing. They are walking like a dead corpse. But I'm looking at them, but I see the soul inside of them, the living soul, the living temple, the living church, the living God. But I'm feeling and I'm crying. And as I was crying, one lady stopped me. She said, why you are crying? I said, I see why the people, they are killing themselves. And that's why I'm here in the United States. And I've just finished a book called The Cancer Cure Through Unconditional Consciousness. So now, what is this consciousness is? Let me explain to you. In our body, we have a mind. And all of you have a mind. This mind is basically gives us a 1% of consciousness. And this mind, this 1% of consciousness, that means 99% you are not conscious. So let me explain to you a person who's smoking, which I met the guy about a year ago when I was about more than 2 years ago when I was in India. And he met me and he was smoking. He said, I want to stop smoking. So I told him, go outside and smoke consciously. Now what happened is, when the person is smoking, they are doing unconsciously, because 99% they are unconscious. But as soon as the cigarette comes close to the two fingers, now they know, oh, the finger is going to burn, and they become totally conscious, and then they throw it away. And that is where the mental problem is, because you are 99% unconscious. Only you are 1% conscious. When there's the emergency come, you become conscious, and then you go back again. Just like if you're driving a car. As soon as you're driving a car, somebody stops in front of you, you are daydreaming, you're hallucinating, you're self-imagination, you're self-hypnosis, but as soon as the car stops in front of you, then you have to put the brake, you become conscious. Then you go back the same thing. And that is the blindness which Mr. Tiwari is talking about. And it is really a blindness. But our eyes are, our God has given us the eyes, but we are looking all outside. We have to look at inside. Now, this mind, this brain, is a subjective. You can't see my mind inside, what that is. It's all artificial. Of course, I have become a little more conscious and more conscious, but everybody has this artificial, they call it, what we call it, intellectual mind. Everybody wants to dissect that. And thus my body is objective. You can feel and touch it. See, you can feel and touch it. And then the inside, the heart is pumping. The lungs are breathing. Whatever you eat in the 1 hour time is going to go through your gastrointestinal tract. Whatever you drink is going to go through your urinary system. And who is doing it? It is totally the unconditional consciousness which is doing it. And once you get that and learn that, because that's our yogis learn. That's my father knew that. And I always want to learn it. Now I understand that, and I'm beginning to catch it. And the more I catch it, the more I learn it, the more I'm happy. And that's why you see me smiling. And that is what you call consciousness. And I'm here to teach everybody to become 100% consciousness. So you have no more disease. You have no more heart disease, diabetic, cancer, Alzheimer. So you die naturally, just like our yogis died. And that's 10,000 years ago. This was the golden sparrow. What happened? People came from different part of the world, and they created whatever the problem created. They put the woman as a slaves. And that's what we have done. Pretty later on, what you call that, Gautam Buddha came. Before that, Shiv Ji came. Krishna Ji came. Gautam Buddha came. Guru Nanak came. Guru Gobind Singh came. Guru Tegh Bahadur came. And there are so many people. Now, we can't find hardly a person who's awake. There are few people, like a Satguru, he's awake. There are the people who are Shri Ravi Shankar, he's awake. And we have to respect that. I am only a one person. I am here to teach you so that you have no more heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and you can live happily. I wish you all a happy day. God bless. Namaste. Amen.
Acha, Babaji.
Yes.
How this unconscious, subconscious, and conscious mind creates disease in the body?
What problem is this is, as you are born, when the baby is born, it is totally unconditional consciousness. And the baby is only looking for a food. Baby is not talking. So, cries, the mother holds and gives the milk from her breast, just like when I was a baby. So what happened, that unconditional consciousness which is sitting inside of us, as we are growing, mama teaches one thing, papa teaches something, and then we go to school, then we go to the society, we go to our church, or we go to the masjid, or we go to Gurdwara, or we go to mandir, we learn all that stuff, but they are all conditioning. It is their own system we learn, but they all have the same God. They have the same, but unfortunately they have been totally conditioned and they're diverted. They say, I am better than you. It's not true. We all are same people. We are all born genius. We are all born with that unconditional consciousness.
Babaji,
but we have lost it.
we have yesterday, we have one celebrity here, Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan, yes.
his son was caught in a drug abuse, carrying drugs and going to rave parties.
Right.
So this is perfect case of blindness of the society and teachers, what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Because that's what they have taught him.
How old he was?
I think he's about, he's in his teens. I suppose.
Mr. Khan?
He's some Khan.
Okay, but what's his name was? You said something.
No, Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
That's his son.
No, Shah Rukh Khan is the father. Because
Shah Rukh Khan is the father.
father of this child. But he also must be responsible for this because
Well, first of all, I think we don't want to make anybody responsible, but whichever way it happened, it's so very complex because if that father cannot force his child, unfortunately, he got it whichever way he got because he was himself unconscious. The boy was. That's what
even
happened.
his teachers.
Actually, this guy caught in that, and he's trying to do what? By his intellectual mind. Intellectual mind is nothing. It is living in the past and the future. The present is just now there, and that is the consciousness. So they can't catch it. It's very, very difficult unless somebody awakened who can teach them. So everybody who is they are all sleeping. So how they can teach? They're basically teaching everything negative. They say, do this, do this. This is all. That's all negative. But if you take a dog, and if you take a cow on the road, who's telling them what to do? And they are living perfectly. They live their full life.
Even they have become. See, they also have problem because you have made roads on their jungles, you have made streets on their. So they are also thinking where we have come.
You take it. Yesterday, I was watching a cow, and it was in Nehru Place.
And Nehru Place में गाय का क्या काम है?
So I'm looking and I'm folding my hand because the innocent, innocent cow, she's passing, and I'm folding my hand because I don't want to go close. She may hit me with this thing. But I feel sorry. Everybody and the cars are stopping. She's doing her own way. So we really have no respect for that mother. That's our mother. That's how we come from. That cow is our mother. That's how they think it. And even Shiva and Krishna, they respect that. They were totally conscious. And we have to take these cows and put them in a place.
Right place.
Right place. So we can give them the food so they can live their life.
So
why do you think the coronavirus has come? Because we are destroying
nature.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Is it real? Yes, it's real. But we have created. You have nobody else. And now let me tell you another thing. Population, 1800 was only 1 billion. In 1925, we had 2 billion. Now, 2021, population is 8 billion. So we have 8 billion minds. And they are not conscious, they're all sleeping.
And
there's nobody
unconscious mind, blind mind.
Blind mind. And that's the problem.
See, if you have conscious mind of 8 billion, I think you will make this world into Swarga.
Well, one thing is I can tell you one thing, this happened this morning to me, because I hear everybody's totally sitting unconscious, but the Western world, they still try to live the honest way, the purest way, as close as possible. We are talking about different kind of conscience, but that's what they do.
No, but they exploit rest of the world, no?
I don't know.
So that is another kind of blindness and.
Well, I don't know how it's exploiting, and I'm not here to blame nobody. To be honest with you, I think we have to take. Each person has to take their own responsibility. Of course. You go back to the United States. It's an organized medicine. You go to a doctor. He said, "Oh, doctor, he get a license to practice medicine. Practice. He's practicing on you." So let me give you an example. Another thing. I practice their urology. I practice urology. And I have written in this book also, see, cure prostate cancer without robotic and prostate radiation. Now, this robotic prostatectomy, this came because of money. And this body is a temple. This body is a mantra. This body is a church. This body is a masjid. You go and urinate inside the body. Who's telling you to do? Or do wrong things there? And that's what every doctor is doing it. They are doing it in the United States. This all come from there. And then now he's doing it everybody here. Other day I was in the Apollo hospital and I see people are running like a zoo. And I met the good doctor who was a cancer specialist. And when he took his cap off, he practically has no ears. And he was about 52 years old, and he looked like 70 years old. I said, Bhai, what you doing? You're killing yourself. And that's the why, because of the blindness. You are blind physically. Actually, you have the eyes, but you're physically blind also indirectly, and mentally totally blind, and spiritually also totally blind. So my object is that wake up. Let's make India, let's make Mother India, to make it up. So make it happy, so everybody's happy, so they can sleep happily and live happily. And that's the motto we want to teach people.
It was so nice speaking to you, Dr. Bedi, Baba Bedi, and we'll keep on doing series of talks on Lotus Tower TV with Baba Steve Bedi to make this world blindness free and conscious world. We can be 10 billion, but we have to be conscious. So
my humble request is let's save Mother India.
Yeah.
Let's save Mother India. And I want to share with you, I was only 15 years of age when I saw the movie called The Mother India. And that Mother India movie said, ये अगर जहान में तुम पैदा हुए हो, लाइफ मिली आपको मिली है ये लाइफ प्योर रहो. अगर ये लाइफ जहर भी है तो पीना पड़ेगा और खुशी से पियो. That is all life is. If there is sorrow, live happily, take it, accept it, and that's where consciousness comes. If it is a goodness, happy, and that's the whole object is. And I will keep on teaching you, and I want everybody, so all work together as a one unit, so we can save Mother India.
And Mother Earth.
Mother Earth.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Because
all of you.
For India, for us, India is entire world.
Of course, the whole world is connected.
Whole world
is
we talk
connected.
of Aham Brahmasmi. We say.
But at least we can start from here, whichever way it is.
Yeah.
You are right 100%. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Pranam. Thank you.
Pranam. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thanks to Lotus Tower TV
Amen.
for. Thank you.